Let's not tiptoe around it. If you feel stuck financially, always just one paycheck away from disaster, always scrambling to make ends meet, always wondering why your bank account never reflects your hard work, the problem might not be the economy, your job, or your upbringing. It might be something much simpler, much sneakier, something you've been doing for so long that you don't even notice it anymore. It's impulse spending. That one small habit, the casual swipe of a card, the impulsive add to cart, the last-minute delivery order, seems harmless at the moment, but it's not. It's the single most common habit that keeps people broke. It's not your lack of income. It's not because life is unfair. It's because you keep giving in to the same tiny, invisible decisions day after day, and over time, those decisions shape your entire financial future. More money won't save you if you still spend emotionally. One of the most dangerous lies people tell themselves is, I just need to make more money. It sounds logical. After all, if you made more, you'd finally be able to save, invest, or breathe. But here's the truth. If you can't manage $500, you'll lose $5,000 just as fast. Your problems will scale with your income if your habits don't change. Money magnifies your behavior. It doesn't fix it. People often believe that income is the key to wealth. It's not. Discipline is. Without it, you'll fall into the same trap over and over. You get paid on Friday. You feel rich for a moment. You reward yourself with takeout, new clothes, a quick trip to the mall, or that item from Instagram you've been eyeing. By Monday, your account is empty again, and you're counting the days until the next paycheck. The real reason you spend isn't need, it's emotion. Here's where it gets deeper. You think you're spending to enjoy life, but really, you're using money to regulate emotions. It's not about the coffee or the shoes or the subscription, it's about how they make you feel for a moment. You're stressed, so you order food. You're bored, so you browse Amazon. You're feeling low, so you buy something new hoping it'll lift you. And it does, for a few minutes. Then guilt creeps in. The high fades, the cycle resets. This is emotional spending, and it's just like any other unhealthy coping mechanism. Only it's socially accepted, even encouraged. People will cheer you on for treating yourself, even when you're drowning in debt. We call it retail therapy. But there's nothing therapeutic about financial anxiety. And the worst part? The feeling you were chasing never lasts. The item you bought doesn't solve your stress. It just adds a bill. It turns temporary relief into long-term regret. Your emotional impulse today becomes your financial burden tomorrow. You're being programmed to spend without thinking. Marketers know exactly what they're doing. Every notification, sale banner, countdown timer, and only 3 left alert is designed to bypass your logical brain. Their goal isn't to help you, it's to push you into acting fast before you have time to think. We live in a culture that weaponizes urgency. Ads scream limited time offer and don't miss out, creating artificial pressure to spend. Your phone vibrates, your feed refreshes. One tap, one swipe, and it's done. And when it's that easy to spend, guess what? It becomes incredibly hard to stop. Most people don't even realize they've fallen into this trap. They think they're making their own choices, but really they're reacting to constant invisible persuasion. You're not just buying what you want, you're buying what you've been told to want on autopilot. You're not spending money, you're spending freedom. Every time you spend money on something you don't truly need, you're not just trading cash, you're trading time, freedom, and opportunity. That $75 dinner out, that's maybe 3 hours of work gone. That $250 on clothes, that's money you could have invested. That $15 streaming service, that's $180 a year you could have saved. And it's not just about the numbers, it's about what those numbers mean. When you spend on impulse, you're shrinking your options. You're locking yourself into a financial cage. You're making it harder to leave the job you hate, harder to build an emergency fund, harder to move forward. All for what? A dopamine hit that disappears before the receipt even hits your inbox? You don't need more stuff. You need more margin, more room to breathe, more control, and that comes from learning how to say no to your impulses. The cure isn't more money, it's more awareness. Here's the truth most people overlook. Becoming wealthy isn't about making more money, it's about becoming more conscious. You don't need to go live in a cabin, sell everything you own, or turn into a budgeting monk who survives on beans and spreadsheets. What you need is one simple, life-altering habit. The pause. Before you buy anything that isn't a basic necessity, food, rent, medicine, just stop. Take a breath. Wait 24 hours. That's it. This tiny window of hesitation is your weapon. In that time, the false urgency fades, the emotional high vanishes, and your logical brain takes back control. Most purchases that feel vital at the moment will seem unnecessary or even silly the next day. When you pause, you expose the truth. You didn't need it. You were just caught in a feeling. You can take this even further with a trick that rewires your mindset. Replace add to cart with add to wish list. Instead of feeding the urge, you're training your brain to observe it. Bookmark the item, walk away, and revisit it in a week. You won't even remember why you wanted it. This small delay flips the script. It shifts you from a reactive spender to a conscious consumer, and that subtle shift, that's where wealth begins. Here's another powerful exercise. Each time you almost spend money on an impulse, don't just say no, redirect it. Transfer the exact amount into a savings account or emergency fund. Thought about dropping $60 on a hoodie you didn't need? Say no, and send that $60 to future you. Not only will your savings grow, but over time, your brain will start associating not spending with a reward. The dopamine hit still comes just from seeing your money pile up instead of disappear, because in the end, it's not about deprivation, it's about control. It's not about saying no to happiness, it's about saying yes to freedom. And the more you practice awareness, the more powerful you become. You realize you never needed half the things you thought you did. You just needed a second to stop and ask, does this serve me? Or is it just a reflex? That's not just a habit, that's a superpower. Being rich is quiet, being broke is loud. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Wealth looks boring. It looks like driving the same car for 10 years. It looks like eating at home. It looks like passing on the newest phone. It looks like wearing the same outfit without shame. Meanwhile, being broke is performative. New shoes, flashy clothes, luxury brands bought on credit. People go broke trying to look rich, while the truly wealthy people build silently. The more you feel the need to spend to impress, the further you drift from actual freedom. Wealth isn't about what you show, it's about what you can walk away from. The job, the debt, the desperation. That's what you're buying every time you say no to the impulse. Final thought, choose the pain that pays you. Impulse spending feels good now, but it costs you later. The discipline to delay feels hard now, but it pays you forever. You have to choose your pain. You can choose the pain of saying no now, or the pain of being broke later. You can choose the discomfort of missing out, or the regret of staying stuck. You can keep reacting to your feelings, or take control of your future. Every dollar you don't spend is a vote for your freedom. Every impulse you resist is proof that you're not just another cog in the machine. You're building something bigger. You're creating space. You're finally thinking long term. So the next time you're about to buy something just to feel better, ask yourself, is this bringing me closer to freedom or further from it? That's the real question. And your future depends on the answer. Be honest. What's your biggest impulse spending trap? Food? Tech? Fashion? Drop it in the comments and commit to breaking it. Like this message? Share it with someone who needs a financial wake-up call. Subscribe for more no-fluff truths to help you build real wealth, one smart choice at a time.